We're Incredible Edible Bristol, and we're about growing free food all over the city with communities, for communities. And it's a radical revolution of kindness, really. We want to create a very different kind of exchange between people. And it's also about creating resilience, because we're very aware that in the face of climate change and market dependencies, where Britain's only ever 3 days away from a food crisis, it makes absolute sense to grow food locally.
Yeah, this is a site that the residents apparently wanted clearing and have asked the council, and the council said it wasn't their responsibility, that it belonged to a local landowner, and the local landowner said it wasn't their responsibility, it belonged to the council. So they're just squabbling about it. And we just thought, okay, well, if no one cares about this piece of land then, and everyone's saying it's not their responsibility, then it's the perfect place to do something like a community food garden.
And the really great thing is wherever it's been done around Britain, you see reduced crime rates, you see a greater sense of community engagement. And we had a couple of people from the flats come out this morning, absolutely delighted at the idea of free food growing here, and they are going to look after it and care for it. We're going to plant some edible fruits, some, I think, gooseberries and blackberries, but also sunflower seeds, and I think nasturtiums. It's going to look really beautiful when it's mature. It's going to be lovely.
So it's an ideal corner, isn't it,
Yes.
to demonstrate? Because I'm just saying that until people see these things happening, they'll see a corner always just as a bit of scrub and won't think of its potential. And I'm all in favour of us growing more food in the city. I think it's an essential thing for our future resilience that we grow as much locally as possible. But I think that this has even greater benefit. It's about community cohesion as well as about food. It's about the general environment and bringing people together. So this is a great first step, and let's hope it opens people's minds to lots of other areas where we might allow the same thing to happen.
Well, we've got lots of projects across the city, actually. We've got some really exciting things happening in over there in BS3, Bedminster and Southville. So we've got some plantings. We're working with the neighbourhood community partnership over there, and also with a school and with a group called Lighting Up Learning, because one of the things we want to do is set up an educational programme. We're starting over with schools over there. We're also going to be working with an old people's home, completely transforming their grounds with them. And the idea is just to get local people to create resilient, local, free food for communities. And it's really simple, but really radical, really exciting. And we've had, in the main, an overwhelmingly enthusiastic response from people. And I think a lot of people feel that time has come for a fundamental change in the way that we live together. And this is one very simple step towards that, I think.
In the foreground, we get everybody to say trees.
Trees!
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, great. Okay, well done.